One of my favorite genres is a great thriller. Whether it's a book or a movie, the magic behind it is all in the writing. Today, we are talking about the art of writing thriller novels with acclaimed author Puja Guha. Welcome, Puja.
Thank you so much, Jessica. It's great to be here.
Of course. So tell us a bit about your journey as an author with your background in international development and the inspiration that led you on this path.
So there's a few different facets to this. The biggest one is that I was always a big reader. I'd never thought about writing growing up. It was just constantly devouring books, all the thrillers off my dad's bookshelf, that kind of thing. And I that all of that changed a few years later. I was traveling back to Kuwait, where my parents were living at the time, and I was visiting them. I reread one of my favorite books, Icon by Frederick Forsyth, and then the idea just occurred to me, why about this assassination plot in Kuwait in my hometown. And from there, I just started to put it down on paper, and it took me a while, but in that process of writing that first book, I discovered, another profession and absolutely fell in love with it.
Yeah, and you are the mastermind behind the Legacy series and have successfully written engaging stories. So what advice would you give to aspiring thriller writers?
There's so many different pieces to this, but the biggest thing I would say is just write and finish your first book. I know a lot of aspiring writers who spend time, they workshop their first 5 pages, 20 pages, 50 pages, whatever it is, over and over again. And none of that's bad. That's not wasted time. That's, useful. It helps you develop your style, all kinds of things. But if you don't finish your first book, you can't really get into the editing and the weeds and have fully discovered your style. So it would be write, finish the first book before you do all this workshopping, I would say. And then once you're there, then put that energy into editing, because there's a ton of time and work that goes in with your first piece to really finding your voice, finding your style, what makes sense for you, and how your characters inspire you, all of that stuff. Uh, so it's write, finish that first book, and then edit.
Totally. Now, your background in international development and global citizenship kind of provides a unique perspective for your writing. Are there any other genres or topics you'd like to tap into with your future projects?
I mean, never say never. But for now, my plan is to stay broadly within the mystery, thriller, suspense genre. Although everything I write has a romantic thread, and I suspect that that will continue. But since I read in all genres, I definitely can't say that I won't write in any other genres. I've already written one book that was more of a straight family drama, right in the middle of my series. So, I mean, separate from the series, obviously, it was standalone. But so for now, I'm planning to stay with the sort of thriller space, but that could change at any time. I really go with the inspiration. The biggest piece of that is the travel, much of which I get to do through my work in international development. So my plan is to try and write a book that has, at least some portion set in every country I've been to, places that I've fallen in love with, things like that. But I'm already at 66 countries, so it's a hard, it's going to be tough. I don't know. We'll see if I can make it, but that's my goal.
That is wonderful. Puja, you gave some really great advice to aspiring writers, and it's been really interesting to hear your background and how you put your own series together. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure. Absolutely.
You can learn more about Puja and the Ahriman Legacy series at pujaguha.com, or you can connect with her on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.